He got a naive girl pregnant while she was drunk and was forced to marry her. Guys, let's find out how it all unfolds. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our latest movies. This movie starts with two girls, Amara and Zara. Zara was super excited because she had been invited to a birthday party. She told Amara she would be going and insisted Amara should join her. At first, Amara was scared. She didn't want to disappoint her strict father. But Zara convinced her, even promising to give her a nice outfit. Finally, Amara agreed. That same night, both girls sneaked out of the house while Amara's father was fast asleep. At the party, Zara was too busy enjoying herself with her boyfriend and friends, leaving Amara all alone. In the process, Amara got drunk. That was when Jason, the host of the party, walked up to her. After a short conversation, the two went into a bedroom and ended up spending the night together. By morning, Amara woke up accusing Jason of taking advantage of her, but Jason showed her proof on his phone that she had actually asked for it. Shockingly, he also discovered she was a virgin. Embarrassed and ashamed, Amara quickly left his room, woke Zara up, and they both rushed home, only to find out her father was still asleep. Later that morning, Amara confronted Zara. She was angry that Zara abandoned her during the party. She lied, saying nothing happened with Jason, and claimed she didn't even like him. Zara was surprised. How could Amara be with the hottest guy in town and say nothing happened? But Amara tried to brush it off. Meanwhile, Jason woke up and gave money to the girl who had spent the night in his house. Just then, his girlfriend Tanya showed up unannounced. He got angry, accusing her of not calling him, though she insisted she tried. Jason made it clear they were not really dating, just friends. Tanya felt used, insulted him, and stormed out while Jason mocked her. Not long after, Jason's mother came visiting. She was upset because her son always ignored her calls, so she showed up in person. She scolded him for his reckless lifestyle and shady crypto dealings, reminding him to follow the footsteps of his father, a successful businessman. When she asked if he had a serious girlfriend, Jason said no. Before leaving, she invited him to lunch with his father that Sunday. On the other hand, Amara was at home helping her father. He brought up his friend's son, who had just returned to town, insisting Amara should meet him. Though she wasn't comfortable, she agreed. Just then, Zara walked in, wearing strong perfume. The smell made Amara feel sick, and she ran to the toilet to throw up. When she came out looking weak, Zara suggested they go to the hospital for a checkup. Amara's father was heartbroken and disappointed when he discovered his daughter was pregnant. Through tears, Amara confessed to him about the party she attended that night and admitted she had made the mistake of sleeping with someone. Her father, who had always held her in high esteem, was so hurt and ashamed that he walked out on her in silence. Later that night, Zara came over. Amara told her everything, and Zara was both shocked and angry because Amara had earlier claimed nothing happened at the party. Amara explained that she had been too ashamed and embarrassed to tell the truth, especially since her father had already found out and walked away from her. Zara then comforted her as she cried. The next day, Jason was hosting another party at his house when Amara and her father suddenly showed up. After her father explained the situation, that his daughter was pregnant, Jason asked his friends to leave, offered them a seat, and boldly declared that he would take responsibility and cover the bills. But his arrogance and rudeness only made Amara's father furious. He called Jason names, and Amara, unable to handle the tension, walked out. Later, her father expressed how deeply ashamed he felt that his daughter had allowed such an irresponsible young man to get her pregnant. He asked about Jason's parents, and Zara, who knew their address, told him where to find them. The following day, Amara's father went to see Jason's parents. Right there in their living room, he told them what their son had done, how Jason had planted a seed in his daughter and even insulted him afterward. He accused them of raising their son poorly. Speaking out of anger and pain, Amara's father left, waiting to hear how they would respond. That same day, Jason's parents confronted him. His father scolded him harshly for the way he treated a good girl who was now carrying his child. He made Jason understand the shame he had brought upon Amara and her family. Jason admitted he was responsible since it was Amara's first time. His father then made it clear Jason must call Amara's father and apologize for his behavior, and he must also take responsibility. Guys, do you think Jason's parents made the right decision? And should Jason be forced to marry her or not? Drop your thoughts in the comments as we follow this story to the end. Weeks later, Amara's father told her he had spoken with Jason's parents and the wedding would soon take place. Amara was against it. She was willing to raise the child alone. But her father explained that he wasn't forcing her, only reminding her that she had to face the consequences of her actions. Then he walked away. Meanwhile, Jason's parents also told him the same thing, that he would be marrying Amara, and the decision was final. Amara was a good girl, and he had to face the outcome of his choices. Jason refused, but his father threatened to cut him off from his inheritance, remove him from the family company, and strip him of all the privileges he enjoyed. With that, his father left, and Jason suddenly felt like his entire world was about to crumble. That same day, Amara broke down in frustration. She cried that this was not the life she wanted. She had never even had a boyfriend before, yet here she was, pregnant and about to be married. Her friend tried to console her, cracking jokes until she finally managed to smile a little. Meanwhile, Jason was with his friend James, fuming over how his father was forcing him into marriage. But James told him this was probably the only way to make him take life seriously. Jason, still arrogant, insisted that he only cared about building his own legacy. Finally, he agreed to go ahead with the marriage, but only because he planned to frustrate Amara and later file for divorce. His father, however, warned him that divorce was not the right path. On the wedding day, Amara was nervous but ready, thanks to encouragement from her friend. Jason, on the other hand, wanted to run away but couldn't, so the wedding went on. Amara's father gave them his blessing and the marriage was sealed. Afterward, James tried to cheer Jason up, but he remained unhappy. When Amara joined him, the two immediately started insulting each other, calling each other names right after the ceremony. Guys, what do you think? Will this marriage last? Or will Jason continue living his reckless lifestyle? Let's see how it unfolds. When Jason brought Amara into his house, it was like the beginning of a war. They kept arguing, setting boundaries, and throwing insults at each other before storming off to their separate rooms. Another day, Amara was cleaning and reorganizing the kitchen, throwing out things she didn't like. Jason walked in and got furious. How could she already start taking possession of his kitchen? Without another word, he stormed out angrily. On a different day, Amara went to Jason while he was busy working. She kept disturbing him, saying their unborn child wanted to eat roadside hot akara and pap. She pushed and pushed, blaming it on the baby, until Jason lost his temper and left. When he returned later, he found her happily eating custard and bread. She smiled and claimed the baby wanted it. Furious, Jason walked out again while Amara continued enjoying herself. Yet another day, Jason was chilling with his friends, listening to loud music. Suddenly, Amara rushed downstairs and ordered them to turn it off. She told his friends to leave, reminding them Jason was a married man now. Shockingly, they respected her wish and left. Jason was deeply embarrassed, but Amara stood her ground, saying it was improper for him to keep living that way. After throwing a few harsh words, she walked away, leaving Jason fuming. Another day, Jason came home late, only to find the doors locked. Amara had done it on purpose. When she finally opened, she boldly told him she locked the door to protect their child. Jason was furious. He scolded her and stormed off angrily to his room. Guys, how long do you think this drama will continue? Will Jason really survive Amara's endless cravings? Let's see what happens next. The following day, Amara started again, this time asking for goat meat pepper soup and catfish pepper soup. Jason reluctantly agreed, but warned it would be the last time. On their way, Amara suddenly spotted roasted corn by the roadside and quickly declared, "That's what the baby wants." She even told Jason that if he couldn't handle her cravings, he should take her back to her father's house. She then rushed to buy the corn, completely forgetting about the pepper soup. On another occasion, Amara approached Jason, but he shouted at her to stay away because he was losing money on his crypto trading. When she looked at his screen, she calmly advised him on what to do. And to his shock, her idea worked. Jason began to gain profits again. Surprised and grateful, he appreciated her help. Amara then reminded him of their doctor's appointment and left for her room. At the hospital, the doctor gave a positive report about both Amara and the baby. Jason suddenly began acting nice. On their way back, they sat in the car, happily going through the ultrasound pictures. Jason even asked what the baby wanted, and the two enjoyed a rare, sweet moment together. But one night, Amara had a terrible nightmare and ran straight to Jason's room. Instead of chasing her away, Jason allowed her to sleep in his bed. As the night went on, they realized how close they had become lying side by side, and for the first time, they shared some warmth. Just then, the doorbell rang. Jason went to open the door and was shocked to see Tanya. She barged in, claiming he was the father of her child. When Amara appeared, Tanya insulted her. But Amara quickly gave her the warning of her life, telling her never to insult her baby again. Jason then chased Tanya away, making it clear to Amara that he hadn't been with anyone since she got pregnant. Still, Amara felt so disappointed that she walked away in silence. Wow, guys, do you believe Tanya's claim? Is she really pregnant for Jason? And if so, what should Amara do now, knowing another baby mama might share her husband? Let's find out together. The next day, Jason bought lots of gifts for Amara and the baby and apologized. She didn't say a word, but deep inside, she was touched by his effort. Later, Zara came over to see Amara, and the two friends were happy to reunite. As they chatted, Jason stepped out. Amara then opened up to Zara about everything that had been happening, how Jason seemed to be changing, but now Tanya's pregnancy was causing more problems. Zara also shared about her own relationship with James, which was going well. She then promised Amara that she would investigate and confirm if Tanya's pregnancy was truly Jason's, because even before that night, Tanya and Jason were no longer together. With that, the two friends enjoyed their moment together. The next day, Zara and James came to see Jason and his wife. They told them about Tanya, that she actually had fibroids and had been scamming people. They advised Jason to call her and ask her to go for an ultrasound, which he did, but she refused. Everyone was so happy to hear the truth. Later, Zara and Amara went to the kitchen to prepare something. In the kitchen, Amara thanked Zara for saving her marriage. But deep inside, Amara couldn't resist noticing how much she was in love with Jason, even as they enjoyed the moment together. When Amara returned to the living room, she overheard Jason discussing his trust fund. His plan was to get rid of her once she gave birth. Jason then revealed to her that her father had sold her off for the $50 million he collected from Jason's father. Shocked, Amara rushed to her home and confronted her father. She asked if it was true that he had sold her for Jason's $50 million. Her father admitted that Jason's father had insisted on giving him a large sum of money, and he had agreed. Amara was devastated. When she got back home, she realized that Jason and her father had only used her as a tool for their selfish gains. Hurt, she told Jason that she would leave him once she gave birth. As he tried to explain, she suddenly felt a sharp pain in her stomach. Jason quickly rushed her to the hospital. The doctor assured him it was just mild contractions and that she was fine. Jason later brought his wife back home and sincerely apologized to her. He confessed that at first, he had married her because of the trust fund, but now he truly loved her. He begged Amara to give him a chance to be a better husband and to build a family together. She was touched by his words. Months later, Jason bought many things for their unborn child. By then, he was already getting along well with Amara. In one of the gifts he presented, Amara found a ring. Jason finally proposed to her officially. She said yes, and they embraced with joy. Years later, Amara gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. The little girl grew, and Amara was now pregnant again. Together, they continued to enjoy the happiness of family life. So guys, if you enjoyed this movie, kindly subscribe to this channel for more of our latest stories.